the Smile Group. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Instagram. I am super excited to see you guys here on this very special episode where I'm going to be sharing with you a phenomenally powerful system that will scale your business and actually talk about systems that scale your business in general. And I'm very excited for this because this has made a tremendous impact into our business. And it is going to absolutely make a difference to your business or your life if you don't have a business yet, in terms of how you can actually grow the business or launch your business even. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. That's the puppies. Hey, Ishpreet, how you doing? We got so many of you tuning in right now. Super nice. I'm actually going to do my checks to make sure that it's actually working properly. So if you guys can hear me well, comment below the word one. The digit one, just so that I know that the sound is working well. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you guys before, but I've once ran a training and there was no sound for a long period of time. And I didn't even know this until I saw a lot of comments coming in saying that the sound isn't working. All right, I see it coming in. Yes, nice. All right, and it seems to be working on all platforms as well. That is good. Let me do one more test. Actually, also, I have a quick question for those of you who are listening. So if you are in business, comment below and say business. If you are looking to launch your business, then comment below the word launch. And if you are looking to include automated systems in your business, whether it's launched yet or not launched yet, then comment below and say automation. All right. And I am just making the final parts ready. And here we do with our top students when it comes to our agency clients. And we do this stuff actually for the people that we work with on the highest levels, mentorship and stuff like that. But today I want to talk to you guys about it because it's so powerful and too few people know about this actually. And I want you guys to get an understanding of how systems work. Now, I'm not going to take too much of your time. My aim is to let this session be around 30 minutes. So for those of you who are just tuning in, didn't know that I was going to run this training, this is approximately going to be 30 minutes unless I over deliver and get into the zone and stuff like that. But in principle, 30 minutes. And I want this to be 30 very effective minutes. And the first thing that I want to ask you guys is just to let me know in the comments if you envision your business, whether you are already in business or you're thinking about running a business at some point in your life. What is it that you will be offering? So what product, program, or service are you offering? That's the first thing that I want to ask you. And what price point are you selling this at? What price point? Is it something that is like a pen, low price point? Or is it something that is much higher because it takes a lot of your time? Maybe you're selling a particular high-end surface, so it's worth thousands of dollars. So what is it for you? And I want you guys to comment below because I always like to make these trainings interactive, but I want you guys to also see a particular process. I'm going to actually retweak some of the Instagram people over here so you can also see the board. I want you guys to take this into account, like, because this is a particular process that I run with all my students and all the processes that we do within our businesses. And it's very effective and also very simple, but it allows you to keep in mind what is it that you're offering and how should you offer it, okay? So let me just give an example. And actually, if you guys type it quick enough into the comments, I can actually make it interactive based on what you are typing in. So that's always the easiest or the most fun because then it becomes most relevant to you guys. So let me just wait for a few more moments in here. Hey, I see a lot more people tuning in. Super nice. So this is the first thing. So we want to find out what is it actually that we are offering and how. So that's the first thing. So I'm writing this down here. Let me just see if you guys can see this. This is the highest part. Okay. So the first thing is the offering. So the offer that you're making. What are you selling? Whether it's a program, a product, or a service. Plus, what is the price point? So that's a very important thing. All right. And some of you will figure out that just from this training that probably you want to extend the offering that you have, just for the sake that you can also include automation. All right, so this is something super, super important. So that's the first thing. You want to know this. Then secondly, you want to get clear on the journey that you went through. Okay, so I want to write this down, and I want you guys to actually write this down with me. Comment it below and write it in your notes. You want to get clear on your journey. And oh, I wrote it very funny. Your journey, so that you can translate this into a customer journey. Okay, and this, by the way, is where most people get it wrong. It might be flipped on your sides. I'm not sure if that is the case, but then listen to the words that I'm saying and make sure to write this down. Okay, I see a comment coming in. Healing coaching. Okay, awesome. So we're going to talk about that example. That's the amazing Jaya. Hey, Jaya, nice to have you here. One of our incredible students. It's very good. And that's also like whenever you're taking action, you get most out of these trainings. So definitely recommend you guys to do that. And by the way, if you're watching this from either YouTube or Instagram, you will want to join the Smile group on Facebook. So that's the Social Media Lifestyle Entrepreneurs, acronym SMILE group on Facebook. And then I'm running so many different trainings in there for free, the resources in here. So if you're looking to make more money, become financially free, have a kick-ass passion-based business that you can launch from scratch, or you can scale your current business, you will want to be in that group because we do all these trainings in there. All right. So Jay was saying you have the healing coaching. All I need to know from you is what is the price point that you're looking to sell that at. And then whilst I'm waiting for that, I'm actually going to continue with this part. Okay. So you want to get clear on what is my offer and how much am I selling it for. Then secondly, and this is like the core offer, the main thing that you went into business for, or for those of you thinking about going into business, what is that thing that when you think about you running your own business, what's that one thing that you think you're going to sell, right? And you're going to change people's lives with. So that's that thing. And then what is your journey so that we can translate it into a customer journey? And why is this important? And what do I even mean by this? I mean by that you want to create a step-by-step process so that you can allow your audience to go through that process. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the basis for automation. So what automation really, like if I share this in very simple terms, and by the way, are you guys okay if I keep it simple? Because I always want to make sure that whoever watches this, no matter what your background is, that you can tap into this training and use it. And you don't have to have a big business background. You don't even have to have any business background at all. You don't have to have a Einstein IQ or anything like that. Anyone can do this. As a matter of fact, comment that below and say anyone can do this. Okay? So what automation actually really is, it's basically that you have this process and a working process basically, and then you can see how you can put that into a system so that that system is automated. Yeah, so these are the 3 key ingredients for our training today, and then I'll show you why anyone, whether you are already in business and you are looking to scale it by means of utilizing this system in your own business and including automation in your business from now on, or whether you're looking to start and you want to start it up right with from the basic, from the scratch, you want to include automation, which is super powerful. All right. Now let me very quickly check on the answers. Love the Smilers group. This stuff has changed my life so much. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome. Thank you. That's Misty, community leader Misty, by the way. And anyone can do this. Anyone can do this. So I'm just waiting for the price point, Jaya. But if I don't hear, let me just assume a price point of, well, if you're doing healing coaching, that's worth a lot of money. So let's just say $1,000. Okay. So $1,000. And if you're watching this, just keep the numbers added as well. Oh, yes, can see it. Let me just put it in here. $1,000. Okay. That's the offering for healing coaching. And whether you are doing coaching or whether you are doing something completely different, what I'm about to share applies to any of your businesses. Now, I'm going to take you guys on a thought experiment. Just picture this. 1 year from now, you have a business running on autopilot, meaning that every single day that you go to bed and you wake up, you grab your phone and you look at the notifications and you see, wow, I've got so many more new people that came into my database, and I've got so many more new sales. How many of you think that's a pretty epic thing to look forward for? That you can be sleeping and your business is running for you. That you could be with family and spending time with your loved ones and your business is running for you. Or that you are doing some charity work and your business is still running for you. How does that sound to you? If you think that's amazing, then comment below and say amazing, right? Now, what I'm here to tell you, and this is super important because some of you might be thinking, okay, share the strategy. I want to see it, and I'm going to share it. But this is a very important thing for me to say as well, because sometimes when you see things like that, and I remember when I started out and I saw things like this, I was like, man, that's too good to be true. Like, that's only for those internet marketing gurus or whatever, but it's not. Anyone can do this. So it's very important for you guys to realize watching this, that you're not just watching this for whatever reason, you're watching this for a particular reason. I personally believe that there's no such thing as a coincidence. And so I want to highly urge everybody to make that commitment and say, this year, I'm going to input automation in my existing business or future business, whichever the case is for you, okay? Existing business or future business, no matter which is the case for you, I'm going to automate it. Because let me tell you, 6.5 years ago, I was in a job and I was making around 2,000 per month. I was working very, very, very hard. And I just wasn't happy in that particular profession. And I couldn't see myself doing this for the rest of my life. And at that time, I really wanted to help more people. And I just thought, man, I need to make a change. And when I went into business and I actually invested in myself, I found a mentor and I just started my business journey, everything just completely changed for me. And it allowed me to make A, a lot more money, B, help a lot more people, but also realize that this stuff, the automated stuff, allows you to actually have way more business and income than a job can ever do for you, or that a traditional business can ever do for you. And as I'm about to show you guys what that system is, I want you to already know that this doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter whether you have a business background, anyone can do this. And I actually want to ask you guys this question. Would you guys watching this video right now think that it would be beneficial if our team was to go on a free call with you and actually see if they can help you? And if that is you, I want you to comment below and say freedom in capital letters. Because if you do, then our amazing community leaders of the Smile Group will be in contact with you and they'll message you basically to set up a call for free with any of our Freedom Lifestyle experts so that they can see if they can assist you, to help you, or any which way we can actually help you to be able to do this way quicker than ever imagined before. All right, so if that is you, then comment below the word freedom and one of our incredible community leaders will reach out to you, open a quick chat, and make sure that you see the messages from the community leaders, which is the incredible Misty, the incredible Toral, the incredible Empowerment Goods, which is Emily. It could be myself, and it could be the incredible Pierre. So look out for any of our messages and then check your request messages as well if you're not friends with us. And then we're going to basically hook you up with one of our Freedom Lifestyle experts for a free call where they ask you a couple of questions and basically give you advice on how we could be helping you so that you can implement this for yourself. All right. So that's something super, super duper important. All right, cool. Let's do this. Yes, freedom with capital letters in the comment box. All right, now let me actually go through that. Oh, let me not do it too fast. So what I was saying, the offer we already have, so that's this part. So we have the healing coaching for $1,000. That's the main offering that she's doing. Now, what do I mean with this thing? Has anyone watching this ever tried network marketing? Something whereby you maybe get this. Imagine this, right? I don't know about you guys, but in winter, I always get very dry skin. So I constantly have to put on some cream and I'm just like doing this to my hands the whole time. And imagine this scenario. I go and see one of my friends, okay? And that friend is in a network marketing company. And most of the time, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, either you yourself in a network marketing company, you're coming to friends and family and they're just literally running away from you, or whether you've had it that someone approached you with that and you're like, man, stop selling to me. I don't like that stuff, right? I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but I personally have seen that. And it's quite funny actually, coming to think about it. But just imagine I have dry hands and then a friend of my friend just comes to me and say, hey, why don't you use this cream? And I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. Dry hands, so I put it on just like I did right now. And I'm like, it smells so good. It's really nice. And then my friend says, oh, you keep it. I'm like, oh, wow, that's so nice. Thank you so much. So I take it home. Next morning, I put on some cream again. I'm like, man, this is really nice cream. Next day, I call up my friend and say, man, thank you so much. What kind of cream is this? This is so interesting. It works well. My hands are so soft. It smells good. Where's it made of? Like, where does it come from? And my friend is saying, well, this is a very special cream with this and this and this ingredients. And I'm like, man, this is so cool. Like, I would like to get some more from it. Which company is this from? And then all of a sudden, my friend is sharing the company, how they operate. And actually, she's then saying, you can actually make money with this company. If you share this with other people, then you can make X amount, blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, man, I'm in. I like this. That opposed to what most people do when they have a network marketing product is they just run to people and they're like, oh, you should use this, you should use this, or blah, 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 something like that. That obviously doesn't work. So this is just one example of where this step is going to do miracles for you. What I'm basically trying to say is that most of the time, when you know that you have something of value, whether that is your coaching program, whether it is your product, whether it is your service, your retreat, your training, whatever it may be, you know that it's valuable. But most people tend to forget that it took some time before you knew that it was valuable. It took some time before you thought, yeah, this is it. It took some time before you yourself were sold on it. And so it's very important for you not to forget your journey. What did it take for you to be able to come to that point where you're like, man, this cream is the best cream in the world, or my coaching services are the best in the world, or whatever. What was that process for you? And actually write it down for yourself. What was your journey? And then, and this is the power, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but if you want to know more, and if you would like any of our freedom lifestyle experts to talk to you about it, comment the word freedom below in capital letters. But if you then have written down what are the steps, what is like, just like you were writing down a roadmap, and you just put it down. Okay, so I went here. This is where it started for me. Then this happened. Then this happened. Then this happened. Oh, and then that happened. And then that happened. And then that happened. And then that happened. Whatever. You just go through a map, and then the power lies in you basically looking at this map, this journey that you've had, and then want to recreate it for your customer. You want to see what were those key factors, because not every part in your road, in your journey, is necessary for the customer to go through. But if you can pinpoint some key parts that were essential to you being sold onto this particular thing that you're now selling, then you will want to include that into the customer journey. And then you can go about automating that journey. Does this make sense so far? If it makes sense, comment below and say, heck yes. Because this is a very key thing, and most people get this wrong. That's why most businesses fail in the first few years. I don't want you guys to fail. I want you guys to be victorious. I want you guys to realize that if you actually implement systems, you can do so well. But you got to understand the process. And most people, they just sell based on logic. I don't know if you've ever sold something. Let me know in the comments if you ever tried to sell something and you were just listing all the features like blah, 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 like that. It's not going to work. You want to allow people to actually go through the emotional journey as well. You want to create or recreate for your customers the epiphanies that you have been through. And then once you have that in place, then you can allow them to also go through that, which is then the most efficient way to them becoming sold on your product. Does this make sense? All right, I see it. Heck yes. All right, awesome. Now let's go to this last thing then. So if we then have created our journey in our heads, and we now see, okay, these are the important, efficient parts to that journey, let's now automate it. Okay, so I'm going to put that onto the next screen, the next slide. And I want to give you a very simple example. And this basically comes onto the example that Jaya mentioned. So she's offering coaching. Now, let me ask you this question. If I am offering incredible coaching, because Jaya, she's amazing. So if I want to basically offer her coaching, her healing coaching for the price point of $1,000, okay? Do you think that just one page, simple page, people see that page and then do you think that they just gonna think, yeah, let me buy that $1,000 product just like that? Hey, I think we see Thomas in the house. Nice of you to join. What happened? Do you think people would just go like, oh yeah, that makes sense, let's buy? Obviously not. So you have to, again, go back to recreating that journey. But a lot of the thing, like a big problem that I see a lot of people face when it comes to the coaching business, or when it comes to you wanting to offer something, but you just don't know if they are the right person for that, right? That's what a lot of people say, that, I want to find qualified leads. I want to find qualified people that I know will want what I have to offer. That is a big problem. How many of you know what I'm talking about? How many of you have ever faced it? That you maybe did some cold calling and you don't know if this person actually at all can benefit from healing. Probably everybody can benefit from healing, but not everybody will want to buy it straight away, right? Or that you are doing your social media strategies. You go live, you do posts, but you never really know which of those people are ready to take that next step. How many of you have ever faced that? Because a big problem is that there is not a lack of intelligence, or not a lack of expertise or incredible value of people that can offer that value. But there is a lack of true communication, true understanding, as well as systems to be able to make that process so much easier and so much more efficient. So let me give you a tip. And actually, Jaya, she's one of our students, like I said before, and she's implementing this as well. And I'm going to take a very simple system. And obviously, when we teach this in our program, it's a lot more sophisticated. But I want to just give you guys a gist of how this works and how powerful this can be for you, without going into too many details, because I don't want this video to be too long. All right. But again, if you're watching this either live or on replay, and you want to see if we can help you, and you want to jump on a free call with one of our incredible Freedom Lifestyle experts, then comment below the word freedom, and then our expert will reach out to you and jump on a Zoom call with you and see if they can help you, right? So that's going to be something absolutely free of charge, and we would just love to help you, because we love to build systems. We're like big nerdies, and I know for a fact that it can benefit a lot of people here. Now, this is the system, okay? So it consists out of 3 parts. Part number 1 is the automated online funnel, basically. Okay, that's one part of it. Then the second thing is, and I'm just going to really simplify this once again, because in view of time, the second part is database plus CRM. And I'm just going to draw a simplified email thingy over here. And these 2 systems combined, obviously, with some source of traffic. I'm just going to do a very simple example of a Facebook video ad with a call to action button and a headline, which basically drives the traffic from here to here, okay? And then connecting these things on autopilot. So let me first and foremost explain what this system does very, very quickly, and then go into some of the very sophisticated mechanics that will allow you to reach the right people, so that you basically know for a fact that when people are going through your system, they're actually the right people that want your service. So again, Jaya, she's offering healing coaching for $1,000. Obviously, like we've just said, if you just have a page where it says, buy my healing coaching for $1,000. Nobody's going to take action on there because that's not a journey, right? It took you some time to be convinced. Oh, is there something else? It took you some time to be convinced that this thing, like your journey, you had to go through all the epiphanies to find out that healing is something powerful and that basically anyone can do with healing, right? But this other person, your audience, may not know that yet. So how can you recreate that with this simple system? Now, first and foremost, what is this part? If you're making notes, write this down. This is what we call the converter, because it converts people from one to another. Basically, on this page, people take action, and then automatically by taking that action, which is simply giving their details. So their name, email address, phone number, all that sort of stuff, right? Then they go into your database, and then your automated CRM will send them an email. Now, in this part, here comes something really sophisticated. And I think you guys are going to love it. Now, let me ask you a question. Jaya, maybe you can comment below in the chat box, like what kind of coaching, what kind of thing, title, for instance, would you have for this coaching? Or this is a very important question that you want to ask yourself. What is it that my customer walks away with after they have consumed this coaching? And based on that, you will want to craft what we call lead magnet over here. Here you put a lead magnet, something free, which has the same type of words. And then on here, you want to have some sort of call booking system. Okay? Now I'm going to run you guys through it. So let's take this very simple example. Say, for instance, if I was to become JS student, and by the way, if I was to become JS student, I know my life would be better because JS is amazing, right? And by the way, I want to say a hi again to everybody who's tuning in on Instagram, on Facebook, on the Smile group. Welcome everybody. And everybody who's not in the Smile group yet, make sure to go to Facebook and join the social media lifestyle entrepreneurs group where we do a lot of these free trainings. But today I decided to actually open it up also for YouTube and Instagram. So welcome to all the newbies in that sense. So basically, let's say that. So I will go and join JS coaching. And in this coaching, I will basically learn, and I'm just trying to go back in my memory from what you shared with me on the Freedom Lifestyle Experience event, that if I'm a healer, then I will learn how to basically clean myself from the healing so that I stay energized and I'll stay on top of my game, for instance, right? Because healers, they do a lot of amazing things for people and they give it a lot of their energy. But as a healer, you might sometimes drown your own energy or drain your own energy because you're helping other people. It's an energy exchange, a very powerful one. And then sometimes when you do not know exactly how to handle that, then it could drain too much of your energy and you don't stay productive anymore. So if I remember correctly how you were kind of talking about it like a couple of months back, what you could say that your students will walk away with is that they know as a healer how to do the healing in such a way that they also know how to conserve their own energy and therefore stay on the top of their healing profession. For instance, I'm not sure if this is exactly still it, but just say for example's sake. Now, if that is the coaching, the key to recreating that customer journey for your audience is basically allowing here to be a step where they can start the journey. They can basically take their first step in getting familiar with the wonders of the world of Jaya and her healing and her healing coaching for healers or something along those lines. So what about you choosing a title which could be along the lines of 5 key secrets for healers to remain on the top of their energy and be able to heal other people or whatever, something along those lines. It's not the best crafted title, but you know what I mean. So 5 key secrets to help healers to stay energized or not to drain themselves or to be, super productive and all these good things. Now, why am I crafting it in this way? And why is this directly connected with what the biggest problem, one of the biggest problems of so many entrepreneurs out there? They're basically saying, How do I get qualified leads? How do I get people that I know will want to buy from me? Well, this is the way, or one of the ways. If you introduce a lead magnet, the start of the journey, something for free, which has a title that only those that will be prime candidates for your higher offering will go for, then just by the mere fact that they have opted in for that, you know that they're a prime candidate for the next thing. Does this make sense? If this makes sense to you, comment below and say makes sense. And again, a big welcome to all the new people tuning in on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Okay? And by the way, for those of the new people tuning in, looking at the system, thinking like, how do I make this work for my existing business? Or how do I launch my business with automation? Comment the word freedom with capital letters below, and then our incredible team will reach out to you and jump on a discovery call to see how we can help you to take your business to the next level by implementing systems and way more, actually, like sales, social media marketing, scaling your online business, and all the rest of it, right? So just comment below the word freedom with capital letters, and our incredible team will reach out to you, jump on the call, and see how we can help you. Worst case scenario, you just have an incredibly empowering call right there. Best case scenario, we're going to help you implement this so that you can set yourself up for scaling this year and really aim for being very profitable and help a lot of people at the same time. Yeah, so the word freedom. Alrighty, so that being said, what is this thing then? So you've got this lead magnet, which by the way is slang, FLC, marketing, digital marketing, like slang for something that you offer for free as value, and people don't have to pay for it, but they do give their details. They get into your database, they receive whatever the free thing was via an automated email. But what happens here? So imagine I go onto JS page, I think like, man, 5 secrets to being able to heal and not drain my own energy and blah, 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 blah. That's something that I need. Let me opt in. By the way, why would I need that? Probably because I'm a healer and I would want to have healing coaching. So I take that step, I get my freebie, I land on the next page. Here's a call booking service or call booking system, automation. For instance, you can use Calendly. And what happens then is that people land here and their Jaya basically says, by the way, congratulations. Well, first of all, congratulations for grabbing this thing. And by the way, I'm actually having a program as well. If you want to know more about that, you can jump on a call with me and I can tell you more about it, blah, 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 blah. Does this make sense? Healing cheat sheet, I love it. Awesome. Does this make sense? And also, my question to you guys is, does it make sense how this system allows you to recreate the customer journey in a very simplified way? Like there could be way more elaborate ways, but I wanted to keep it simple for the purposes of this video so that you get the right types of leads and that you have the ability for them to book a call with you, or if they don't book a call with you, you have their details. So Jay, I can actually say, hey, let me book a call with them. And some of you might be thinking, well, what if I book a call with them? What if they're not interested? Well, why did they opt in for the book if they're not interested? You already know that they're interested just by the mere fact of them opting in. So do you think by having this in place, it will increase your abilities to grow business, get more deals closed, get more people empowered by what you have to offer? Of course. And so that is why systems like this, who are running on autopilot, but by the way, Jaya, when she's launched this, she can go to bed, sleep, and the system is still running on autopilot. All the people that come in are able to book their calls with her automatically into her calendar. And all the people that are going in here directly receive the emails. She doesn't type up the emails, it all goes automatically. Do you guys see how powerful this is? And that is why a lot of the times when I'm talking about this, I get so passionate because we literally do this for a living and we create systems like this for our top clients and stuff like that. But there are so many people who have no idea about this whatsoever. And that is just a big pity, because especially right now, like after those 2 years of lockdowns and you know what, people losing jobs, people having had to close their businesses, people getting pay cuts. It's really, how do you say, it's really difficult sometimes to see those things happen and to actually also know that there's a simple answer to that. And that is why we do trainings like this. This is why our incredible team, who I really, really, really want to give a massive shout out. So a big hoo ha hoo for our incredible FLC team, or we actually call it Freedom Lifestyle Creators, core family, our incredible community leaders for doing what they do to be able to bring this information to more people. And that's why I really want to say, if you are one of those people who are keen on taking back your own power, taking charge of your finances, of your sales, of your own freedom, then I highly recommend you to comment below the word freedom so that our team can actually just book a call with you, speak to you for a couple of minutes and see, hey, can we help you? Again, worst case scenario, you get empowered on that call. Best case scenario, we see that we can help you and we're in for one incredible year where we are going to support you on your journey to create your financial freedom. And again, that's a big statement to make, a bold statement to make, but we've seen it so many times that systems like this literally liberate people because we simply don't get taught this in school, unfortunately. But when you see it, you'll actually find the simplicity in it. So that is it for me today. I've managed to keep it within 37 minutes, which is a personal hoo-ha-hoo. I'm very excited about that. But I am more excited for those of you who are going to receive a call from our team. So again, comment below the word freedom. First thing that's going to happen is our team will reach out to you over Messenger. So make sure to check your messages as well as your, how do you call it? The message request if you're not friends with any of our team members yet. And the next thing is that they're going to speak to you and help you to book that call. And then our incredible Freedom Lifestyle Core fam will speak to you and help you to scale your business with systems. So on that note, I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've had a lot of fun and I hope you guys had that too. And I'm looking forward to you guys crushing it with your businesses, either your current businesses or the businesses that you're going to launch with our team. And I cannot wait to see how it all goes for you. So I'm going to go. Love you all lots. And if we are not friends yet or not connected yet, follow me on whichever channel you're on right now. Subscribe, send me a friend request, whatever, whichever it works on the platform that you are at. I would love to connect with you further and see what I can do to help as well. So on that note, I'm going to go. Bye, 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 bye. And see you guys soon. Comment below the word freedom. Bye.